Well, guys, I'm afraid we have some bad news today. If any of you have been watching, you've seen where I went and got four barred rock chicks because my wife really likes those chickens. And so I went and got four from the store for her. Kind of give our flock a little bit more diversity because we have so many buffs. And I tried to put them with our week and a half old baby chicks with mama, and I really thought that was gonna work, but it didn't. Unfortunately, she just kind of rejected them, and she practically pecked one of them to death. So we lost one essentially from that. And then we had to kind of do audible, and we put them in a little container with some shavings, and they got left out in too much of the sun, and I think they got too hot, and another one died. And then just today, they're a couple weeks old now, and just today we came out, and we've been leaving them in this container here, and we got chicken wire on top, and then we put some stuff on top to weigh it down. And somebody I think forgot to put the top on it, or was messing with the chicks and forgot to put it back, and something grabbed them last night, and so we've lost all four of them, and that's really unfortunate, but that's part of it. And I'll take responsibility for that, because essentially whenever we thought that we could put them with mama over there and the other baby chicks, as soon as that didn't work out, we really didn't have a good plan B. Show you here too, I've redone the nest boxes just a little bit, and there's no eggs in here yet, but I put a little bit of a cover on there and I raised it up a little bit, so we'll see if they like that. So far, nothing. What are you doing? Might be a little tight for them. There was one in there earlier though, so we'll just have to test that out and see. Might have to take the top back off of it, but I'm trying to get them to quit eating eggs. We butchered one that I think was an egg eater, and it seems to be helping, but I just want to make sure, cover all bases there. So we'll see. They might need a few days to get used to that, so we'll be having to hunt down our eggs every which way. Hopefully, by the time these guys are big enough to go in the other coop, then I can just open this door up and leave these guys in here, and they can just use this whole thing. That way we don't have to let them out, free range them all the time. They can just come in and out as they please. And that would be the ideal situation. You use this coop for raising them up till they're big enough, and then you move them over to the big coop. It's just having these two, and then having these two different ages, and then we're going to try to buy some new chicks. Just, too many different ages. So, well guys, I've literally just witnessed one of the problems here. So I'm putting these golf balls in here to try to help them recognize that this is a nesting box. But this girl here is standing up to lay her eggs for some reason. And that I just saw her lay that egg, and she was already standing up before I opened this door. I was looking at her through the window over there, and I thought maybe she was in here eating an egg or something. But nope, she's just standing up here. And that egg is definitely broken because she just stood up and then laid it. Let's see if I can. Look at that. So that might be part of our problem here. I don't know what she was doing there. It was kind of weird. Nope. 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 No. 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 Get back in there. Get back in there. Back up. Back. Trying to escape. So that's interesting. I've never seen that. I don't know if that's normal or not. Might need to put some more bedding in there, maybe help prevent that. But she dropped that egg right out, and then bam, it's broken. It's a good sized egg too. But that's still a good egg. Would you hush? It's still a good egg. It's just the shell's cracked. But the membrane and stuff hasn't been cracked yet. So at least we got one egg today. But see, they break that like that, and then the next one comes along and sees a broken egg, or she steps on it after she's laid it or something. I mean, it wouldn't take nothing for this to just break open. So that's interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I think I might try to put some extra bedding in there, maybe. See if that helps. Or some straw. I've seen a lot of people say that straw is much better than wood shavings, so we might need to go and get some straw. Try out the nesting boxes instead of wood chips. Alright guys, upon further research, I guess it's pretty normal for chickens to stand up when they lay. So, but the thing is though, is that chicken's so small that she can pretty well stand up completely when she's in the nest box. Whereas the other ones do not. Yep. We're gonna have to get some hay in here, I think. I probably need to cut these a little shorter, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the nest box needs to be taller. Lots to think about. I heard them going nuts over here like they laid an egg, but I don't know where they laid it. I heard you guys going crazy over here. Don't do it. I'm trying to make a run for it already. You guys ain't got no eggs over here, do you? Look. Egg up. But they've been kind of starting to lay down here a little bit sometimes. So I was just checking that out. But yeah, I think we'll just get some hay. Get some good hay in there. Maybe cut those pieces of plastic I used to cover. That's all I had. If we're gonna get hay, I'll probably go get some black stuff, maybe to put over that, because that plastic's not doing much to keep the light out. It's clear plastic. Hurry up. But I figured I'd give it a shot to see if it helps some of our egg eating mishaps. But I think hay is definitely gonna make a big difference. We need some better padded nest boxes, because that egg looks exactly like a lot of the eggs that I'm getting that are broken, that I'm catching before they're eating them. So I think that's a big issue. Well guys, I went to let the chickens out today, and look at this. Look at this asshole. That is a skunk. Don't come over here, motherfucker. Get back. Ah, shit. I caught one of these guys a while back, so I know there's a bunch of them around here. There's a bunny rabbit over there somewhere too. Man, come on, dude. Go over to the other house. Where you going? Don't do it. Don't come here. Better not come over here and spray my chickens or something. What if I throw something at him? Probably not a good idea. It's a big freaking... It's a big guy too. That's not a small skunk. It's a big skunk. Got a big fluffy tail. Yeah, I'll try to go over to the apartments. Mess with those people. No, no, the wrong way. Turn away. Well, anyway, I'm going back inside. Fuck this. Alright, so we've had 3 or 4 days without any broken eggs. So I think our little layout's working out just fine. Oop, we got one in there. So you can see they're laying in there. There's no eggs in there now. We already got 2 today. She's in there laying down, so we'll leave her to it. Sometimes if I leave this shavings here, they'll kind of lay in that. Need to get it moved. But I think the combination of adding the shavings to the bottom and opening up the front of it a little more, giving them a little more room, really made a big difference. Then we got Mom over here, letting her out, roam around, babies. A couple of them over here, the rest of them over there with Mama, showing them the way. We got the big babies. I need to move this coop. They're running out of fresh grass. ¿Te gusta pollitos? Baby likes the chickens. You like the chickens? See? Chickens are going crazy like they laid an egg. One, 2, 3, 4. Where are you guys? Is there a bunch of them in there? Yep. We got 2 in here. Don't mind me, sorry. Excuse me. I'm closing it. Yeah. Nope, no broken eggs. So things are looking up, guys. Alright, hush it. I don't know if this is an egg she just laid or she's getting mad because she wants to go in there. Usually that's what they do when they lay an egg, though. They announce it. Yeah, people complain about roosters all the time, but that stuff right there goes on all day long. At least for the first, till the afternoon. So, not just roosters, guys. Remember that. Alright, guys, so we just got in from, we just stopped by Rural King. I like Rural King, that's where I usually buy my chickens. They have them year round. So, and my wife doesn't know I'm doing it, so it's going to be a surprise again. Hopefully this surprise works out. Last time we bought 4, they didn't make it for a multitude of reasons. So this time I went ahead and got 6 of them. And honestly, I like Rural King's little box. It's got a little window for them too. It's kind of neat. So I think we got pretty lucky here because these guys are looking pretty old, honestly. They've already got feathers coming and stuff, so I'd say I'd almost guess that they're probably the same exact batch that I got. They're from the same exact batch that I got the last time, a couple weeks ago now. So that's a good sign, because that means that we can probably potentially mix these guys in whenever the other baby chicks that we have, they're about, I don't know, probably 2 weeks old at this point. Maybe not quite that much, or maybe a little bit more than that. But I had to get a tube for my lawnmower too. It's got a flat. So, but these the ones that are young right now, not the old ones. They're pushing 2 months old now. But the younger ones, in about a month, once they get to be about a month old, 4 or 5 weeks old, if the first batch is any indication, then at 4 or 5 weeks old, mom will leave them and they'll be by themselves, and then I'll put these guys in there with them because they'll be pretty much almost exactly the same size, and that way we won't have to worry about mama attacking them and stuff, and we can just, by that time, hopefully we can just put them all together in the small coop. And I don't know, we might be able to move the other ones into the big coop, but I doubt it. So we'll just have to play it by ear. Right now, I'm going to take these home. We're going to put them in a container and set it inside the big coop where nothing can get to them, and they're separated from the rest of the chickens. Find the freaking right size inner tube for my lawnmower. Like nowhere has it. 20 by 10. So I got a ATV inner tube. We'll see, 20 by 8 / 21 by 7 to 10. So there's a 20 and a 10 in there if you look hard enough. So maybe it'll work. The one that's in there is 18 by 8. So the tube that was in there that's busted. So, and it worked, I guess, for a while. But it was definitely the wrong tube. Alright. Here we go for Surprise 2.0. Surprise. Surprise for you.
Baby chicks? They're baby chicks?
See?
Oh my god. Where are they black?
See?
I'm gonna open these, Dad.
They're barred rocks like the other ones.
Well, you should too. Thank you, Dad. Can I use it? I want to touch one.
They're too big to get outside the fence, but they figured out they come in right through here. Might put some chicken wire on that. I don't know. They're barely squeezing through that now. Get big enough. I gotta grab the staple again. I forgot to. I need a couple of staples. A couple more staples put in my Bella. A couple more staples put in my fencing. And then we gotta cover a hole too, because we got it's like I said, it's not really important that whoops, fix that later. It's not really like super important to have it predator proof over here. But this hole right here is letting animals get in there and I think get into our feed, so I need to cover that up. And I also need to fix this spot right here. Excuse me.
I'm pretty.
Thirsty chickens.
Okay, Dad, come out.
I need to put the lid on it. Huevos. 7 huevos today. None of them broken.
You killed that chicken.
Mommy, what is
Yeah, they really made a mess over here though. I think that's the animals. I don't think that's the chickens. Could be, I guess. But plus, that's the first time we've ever fed them the crumbles instead of the pellets, because they were out of the pellets. So I think we might need to switch back to the pellets, which we would anyway, but they were out of them, so we still got to go through another bag of crumbles. There we go. I got a scrap piece of welded wire there. That should help a little bit. That way, nothing, at least nothing big can get in there now. And I kind of double layered it because that's how big the piece was instead of cutting it. So it's actually pretty strong right there. So that'll keep the raccoons at bay, if that's what's going through there. I don't know. It might be the chickens making all that mess. So we let them out for a little bit here. Burro. Burro. Guys, just one last minute little overview here on the chicken nesting boxes. So I got a nice thick layer I filled it pretty much all the way up here, and they've kind of packed it down. But I got at least a good 2 inches even after they packed it down. But I basically filled it up 4 inches and let them do the rest. And then I also just put a little 2x4 here like this to lift the front of it up like this. So this screw's not doing anything anymore. I can just take that out. But you get the idea that it just lifted the face of it up a bit. And then I left the back just the same. And then I just left these like they are. And that's it. And it's worked great. We've been getting, you know, probably averaging about 6 eggs. We only got 7 laying hens right now. And we're getting about 6 eggs on average. Today we got 7, so, and none of them were broken. We haven't had a broken egg all week. And so I think that's working really good. Or we haven't had a broken egg since that one that I showed you guys earlier a few days ago. So I think it's working good. They're all sleeping. Sleepy time. And I also put a ledge here. I'll be able to show you, but I put a little ledge there for them too, just in case they need that to help them get up on there. So, just thought I'd give you guys that. A little bit of info. And we also butchered that one chicken, so all that combined seems to have done the trick. Alright guys, so there you go. We just went ahead and put them back in the same container, and we're gonna bring them inside every night and keep them inside. And then in a couple of weeks, about another 2 weeks or so, when Susie leaves her baby chickens, wherever she is, she's back here somewhere. Whenever she leaves her baby chicks, we'll be able to mix these in with them because they'll be the same size. So we got them a little bit of food and water in there, and we'll pull them in every night so they don't get eaten by anything. So I think that's going to be about it for this video. It's just a big compilation of some of the things we got going on as far as chickens go. I still gotta put together something to try to make this small coop over here kind of a better chicken tractor. At least put a 2x4 framing on the bottom of it so it's a little more solid, so it's not going to fall apart when I'm pulling on it. But you can see here I've moved it over. This is where it was. I suppose I left it there too long. Could have moved it before they killed everything, but you know, it's such a small area, and there's 14 baby chicks in there that are, you know, almost 2 months old now, so you really have to move it every day for them not to kill the grass. And we free range them just about every day. I've been trying to hold them in every once in a while for a few days here and there, trying to hope that they get bigger and they can't get out of the fence, but the girls always want to let them out, so I let them out. They're all back there in the woods. I can hear them wrestling around back there. And they come over here to the neighbor's yard. This is all a neighbor's yard on the other side of the fence. They just mess around in that open field over there. You can see them way over there. All the way over in the neighbor's yard. But she doesn't seem to mind. But I really don't like that. So here's the other babies. You can see that these are actually still smaller than the other ones. A little bit, probably, I'd say. So these are 2 weeks old now. And, yeah, they were born on the 1st, so they're actually like 2.5 weeks old. And those other ones, they look bigger. So I'd say they're even a little bit older than that. And as you can see, whenever they just slowly but surely start to wander away from mama, and they'll just keep getting further and further, and then eventually one day that mama will just leave them. She'll usually what they'll do, if they have the opportunity, they'll go in the coop with them and they'll get them all settled in, and then she'll leave in the middle of the night. She's trying to call them over there. They're not really even listening. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we're missing one, maybe. There's probably 10 in there somewhere. Yeah, we got 10. You can see she gets all puffed up. She doesn't want nobody messing with them. So we still got 10 of those, and then we're gonna have 6 of the barred rocks that I just got. So that'll be good. And then, like I said, we got 14 of the other one, so we got exactly 30 baby chicks. And like I said, I think it's going to work out perfect. You wait till Susie's done with these guys when they're about a month old, and then we can just mix all those with the 6 that I got, and that'll be perfect. So I'm not sure when we can mix these guys in. They say, you know, to don't mix them in until they're the same size. So that, I mean, we're talking about like 4 months. But, you know, I free range these guys all the time, and they have a lot of space, so we might be able to get away with it, mixing them in earlier before they're really up to size, and just keeping an eye on them. I mean, they do well right now because they got, you know, half an acre here fenced in to roam around in, but probably going to be a whole different story if you put them in there, close them in. So, all right, well, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching.